Have you ever dreamed of escaping reality and diving into a whole new world filled with magic, adventure, and unforgettable stories? That's exactly what Isekai Anime is all about. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 Isekai Anime you absolutely need to watch. Whether you're a seasoned anime lover or a curious newcomer, these epic tales of otherworldly adventures are sure to transport you beyond the ordinary. From heart-pounding action to heartfelt moments, these anime deliver it all. So, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into the fascinating worlds of Isekai. The Eminence in Shadow. Minoru Kageno has always wanted to be as powerful as possible, which has prompted him to engage in many forms of intense training. This wish, however, is not motivated by a desire to be recognized by others. Rather, Minoru does everything possible to fit in with the crowd. So, while pretending to be an ordinary student during the day, he armed himself with a crowbar and viciously terrorizes local biker gangs at night. Minoru's ambitions, however, appear to be dashed when he is involved in a truck accident. In his closing hours, he laments his powerlessness, stating that no matter how hard he trained, he could not overcome his human limitations. Instead of dying, Minoru awakens as Sid, the second child of the noble Kageno family, in a world where magic is ubiquitous. With the authority he craved finally within reach, he adopts the alias, Shadow, and forms Shadow Garden, a group whose main aim is to oppose the enigmatic cult of Diablos, an organization constructed from Sid's imagination. However, as Shadow Garden increases in size and power, it becomes clear that the cult of Diablos isn't as fictional as Sid had hoped. Reincarnated as a sword. A nameless sword awakens to learn that he has been reincarnated from his previous existence as a human. He explores across this new universe with his telekinetic powers, acquiring a variety of skills and abilities. When the sword comes across a jungle full of creatures, he encounters a young girl fleeing from a beast. Grabbing the sword, the girl effortlessly defeats the creature. After introducing herself as Fran, she gives the sword the name, Shursho, and formally becomes its wielder. The two set out to be adventurers, but Fran is a member of the Black Cat tribe, a beastkin tribe with a nasty reputation. No member of this tribe has ever developed into a more powerful beast, but Fran intends to be the first and fulfill her parents' dreams. Shursho swears to keep her sword until she achieves her aim, resulting in an invincible union of remarkable strength. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Satoru Mikami, 37, is a regular corporate worker who is completely pleased with his humdrum lifestyle in Tokyo, except for the fact that he has never had a girlfriend. During a casual interaction with a colleague, he is stabbed by an unknown assailant on the street. However, as he succumbs to his injuries, a strange voice enters his consciousness and recites a series of directives that the dying man cannot understand. When Satoru regains consciousness, he realizes that he is reincarnated as a goop of slime in an unknown region. In doing so, he learns new capabilities, most notably the ability to swallow anything and imitate its appearance and attributes. He then discovers the locked catastrophe-level monster, Storm Dragon, Veldora, who has been imprisoned for 300 years after destroying a town. Satoru, sympathetic to his position, befriends him and promises to help him destroy the seal. In exchange, Veldora bestows upon him the name Rimuru Tempest, granting him heavenly protection. Rimuru, freed from the monotony of his previous existence, goes on a new trip with a clear purpose in mind. As he adjusts to his new body, his gooey antics spread over the world, gradually changing his fate. Handyman Saitou in another world. Despite being a handyman with a diverse set of talents, Saitou is severely devalued and underpaid. When he protests, his supervisor dismisses him, arguing he is easily replaced. As if his luck wasn't awful enough, Saitou is about to be ran over by a truck on the way home. Surprisingly, Saitou does not die, but is transferred to another realm. There, he finds a party made up of the female knight Ryelza, the moonlight fairy Laufenpan, and the magician Morlock, all of whom are looking for a new member with skills similar to Saitou's. Throughout their time together, Saitou uses his expertise to help his fellow party members, and soon receives the recognition he never imagined was achievable. However, Saitou's presence may only serve as a catalyst, bringing together a wide ensemble of characters from many locations, and gradually unveiling the fate that could bring about significant change in the globe. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation Season 2 Part 2. Rudius Greirat seemed to have done extremely well by following the instructions of the faceless god Hidegami. After enrolling in the University of Magic as instructed, Rudius reunites with his childhood friend Sylphiette, who works tirelessly to cure his ailment. The two become increasingly close and decide to throw a wedding reception, inviting their longtime acquaintances to declare and formalize their love. Despite his recent blessings, Rudius' tribulations are far from ended. The research he is assisting Shizuka Nanahoshi with strikes a snag, driving her into a deep slump similar to what he suffered in his past life. Furthermore, a letter from Rudius' father, Paul, complicates his connections, and Sylphiette still knows very little about his true past. In the face of these concerns, Rudius will need to use the skills he has learned in this new environment to handle the challenges that come with living a full life. Welcome to Demon School. Iruma-kun in Season 3. Following their heroic deeds at Walter Park, the misfit pupils return to Babel's Demon School after their summer vacation. What awaits them is not just affection and respect, but also the unexpected announcement that, in order to remain in the opulent Royal 1 classroom, the entire class must be promoted to Dalit rank before beginning their second year. As the harvest and music festivals approach, it appears that there will be plenty of opportunity to rank up. However, doing so will be difficult because no class has previously accomplished such a feat. To give the misfit class a chance to succeed, the school hires special tutors to help them face the challenges that lie ahead. With his sights set on moving beyond Dalit, Iruma Suzuki resolves to take steps toward his objective of ranking up, beginning with garnering recognition from his special tutor, the short-tempered and selfish Pachiko Barbados. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. Aileen Lauren Dautrich's life changes forever when her engagement to Crown Prince Cedric Jean Elmer is called off, so he can be with Lilia Rainworth. The experience brings back memories of Eileen's previous life, in which she was reborn as the villainess in an Otome game, only to die in the last act. To avoid her inevitable doom, Aileen has just one option: woo and marry the game's final boss, Claude Jean Elmer, the proclaimed Demon King, and Cedric's half-brother. However, it is easier said than done, because Claude distrusts her intentions. Instead of letting up, Aileen works tirelessly to capture his heart by assisting Claude in fulfilling his dream of establishing peace between humans and demonic monsters. But time is running out, and it is up to Aileen to change not only her own tragic destiny, but also Claude's. Reborn to master the blade. Inglis, the hero king who spent his entire life creating his country, is now on the verge of death. To reward him for his valiant efforts, the goddess Alistia appears and grants him one wish. Inglis, who has never been able to master the blade, wishes to be reincarnated in order to achieve so. In the blink of an eye, Inglis is born in the far future as the daughter of the Yukis noble family. 6 years later, Inglis is discovered to be runeless, meaning he is unable to use the runes that allow the use of magic in this era. She is thus ineligible to be a knight. This, however, fits perfectly with Inglis' plan. She decides to become the squire for her cousin, Rafinha Bilford, allowing Inglis to focus on exceeding her limitations. For Inglis, the obstacles that this familiar yet foreign world presents are opportunities to perfect her skills, and perhaps become an outstanding squire in the process. My next life as a villainess. With no more death flags in sight, the likable but dense Katarina Clays may finally live a quiet life surrounded by her friends and family. As a result, she is determined to fully enjoy the school festival with no worries. Unbeknownst to her, the story of Fortune Lover, the game she used to play, has yet to conclude. More personalities appear, each with their own objective to achieve, and fresh secrets await Katarina and her loved ones. Will there be a way to avert a horrible ending if Katarina can't remember what happens next? The Misfit of Demon King Academy 2. As peace returns to the demon realm, Anos Boldegode craves nothing more than to leave his reputation as the Demon King of Tyranny behind and return to his status as a misfit at the prestigious Demon King Academy. Unfortunately, any peace is fleeting. Dark demons, rulers, and deities plan Anos' demise in the shadows. Rumors circulated about the Child of God, a creature whose might could match that of Anos. To discover the truth and eradicate the potential threat, Anos must travel deep into the realm of spirits. However, the spirit world is shrouded in mystery, and entry requires a series of tough trials. With unequal power and confidence, Anos prepares to battle several terrible foes with magnificent titles. But, with the help of his devoted allies, he will scarcely break a sweat as the actual demon king of tyranny. So these were the top 10 isekai anime, which you absolutely need to watch. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon, so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.